Hello, and we're coming to you today from Phoenix, Arizona, and we're going to be doing bridge cards.
Gilbert, Arizona.
Gilbert, Arizona, in our lovely Airbnb. It's very spacious.
Very spacious.
We're really enjoying this for a week, and then for 2 weeks, we're going to be in a teeny tiny little place. So we'll just compare in Tucson. So anyway, we are thrilled to be here and glad to have you guys with us.
What did you just show them?
The bridge cards like we're going to make today.
Oh,
okay. But first, a couple of notes.
Okay.
Just,
First, we've got mail. But it's back in the post office. We held our mail.
In other words, we hope we have mail.
We have mail.
Back in Minnesota to go home to. But I want to tell you, I showed yesterday that I overnighted a package from Step Up because this new thing came out. And you know what? This is what you do when you forget to pack a block. So I'm creating cards. And for my blocks, I'm using an ink pad and a punch. We crafters, we're good at making do, right? So I'll set that aside. So.
Might catch on.
Yeah, no, it's not snowing here, but it is chilly. No, Kath is saying, at least it's not snowing there, no, I'm sure. Because yes, no, we're missing some cold weather in Minnesota, but it is, if you've seen any pictures we've been posting, and so far we've met with a couple of people with our jackets on outside. So interesting, we'll see. But yes, we're all good with it. Okay, one thing, this was the drawing for this week, and I'm gonna have to put it up tonight. We really have been running around it, and I haven't had time to even go draw a name, but this is the More Than Chocolate. Fabulous stamp set. So I'll post that this evening. And then the next one, I said we're doing hearts all month. So the stamp set for this week,
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, is going to be this one. You are so loved. And it says, with all my heart, you are so loved. What I love about you is everything. So this is just really another lovely set. So this is going to be that. Yeah, we can wing it. I said, well, we'll just kind of wing whatever, right? So anyway, that is all fun. So my second to last comment, this is the new host code. And Amanda Bach already sent in a great sentence for this. So you can always find this at KarenTitus.com. And if your order is 150 or more, you don't want to use this because then you get the benefits. But this is awesome. Freddie practiced 6,464 new tunes. There's a good one, isn't it, Tim? That's a good one for you. And the music lover here.
She's talking about Freddie Fender.
Oh, sure. Okay. And so Freddie.
How many other Freddies are there that practice that many songs?
So Amanda, we love that. And my other announcement is the All Good Cards Club, or my monthly class, is not this weekend, but next weekend. We're doing it early because we'll be in a stable place right then. And it is all about bridge cards. I want to show you. Today we're making basic bridge cards. We're going to kind of cover the basics. What we do in class, which is always fun, we start with basics, of course, and then we do like everything you can possibly think of about bridge cards. So this is one of the cards we'll be doing there. So see, this is still a bridge card, but you see how it folds down like that? And so it becomes like a workbench. So anyway, we do lots more things there.
I like that.
Isn't that cool?
Cute.
So is that cool? So that's just how it goes. And we just kind of pick a theme and then we roll with it, and you get to see what everybody else does. So it's fun. So we'd love to have you join us. It's only $15 a month if you decide to come join us. So, so Ginny's saying it's really, really cold in Minnesota. We picked a good time.
I heard.
So that's good. I kind of feel like we bring the cold weather with us. We spent yesterday with my sister, and it was kind of a joke because we drove all over trying to find, I don't know, our phones just weren't working in directions, trying to find where we were meeting. And it was really cold. We were sitting outside for lunch anyway, but it's fine. But not as cold as Minnesota.
No.
Okay, should we get started? If you brought your thing. So I love bridge cards. You know what's cool about bridge cards? See, they stand like this, and they're fun. You can put a photo or something in here. But what's really cool is they fold flat, so they still go in a regular envelope. When it is collapsed like this, it is 5.5 by 4 1/4, same size as a regular card. That's what I think is awesome about this. And you don't need to include directions because people just see that it pops right up, and then you can adjust it. So isn't that cool? So it's even cold in Texas. How cold is it in Texas? Yeah, I think it's cold all over. I think it's really, and thank you, Tony, for sharing. And so this is just really a cute little thing. So this is your pattern. And of course, this will be on my blog tomorrow, and then it'll be close-ups and with the things printed. So this is 8 inches by 4 1/4. So 4 1/4 is going to be that size right there. And then this is 8 inches. And then we're going to score it at 1 1/4 and 2 1/2 on both sides. That is it. So hopefully you have some paper and you can create right along with me. So this is one I did. Let's see, the one we're going to make. Oh, I'm going to make, I think this one's my favorite. We're going to create this as we go. Maybe you aren't. I might not cut all this paper. I can't even decide which one to do first. Okay, let's do this one. Isn't this pretty? This is with that fortune paper or cranes paper, whatever it is. It's the flip side of the foiling side. And I think this paper is absolutely stunning. And we're going to start with this one because I already have the papers cut.
And I think it's important to say that Karen is very efficient because she does it on one side and then she turns it around and does it on the other side. Because she could.
Well, yeah, we could measure. Okay, so if you want to do it the other way, see, it'd be 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 5 1/2, 6 3/4. I much prefer doing 1 1/4, 2 1/2, flip it around. You know, that's just kind of how I roll. And we may make this shorter. It's harder doing this when you're away from home and doing all your stuff than you think. So we're just going to go through this. So what I put out was the directions just for your basic fold. So this is 1 1/4 and 2 1/2. Flip it around. 1 1/4 and 2 1/2. I told him he doesn't even have to create today. And he says, that's good by me, just because it is a little different when you don't have all your stuff right there, realizing.
Do I have my own bone folder? I don't think so.
But look how cool that is. Here's your little stand up. And you'll notice now when I fold it flat like that, it is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So that is our same size. And I'll put on the blog what these sizes are. But what I wanted just to remind you is that everything is just a 1/4 inch smaller. So you'll notice we scored this at 1 1/4. So our pattern paper is going to be 1 inch, a 1/4 inch smaller. And going this way, we have 4 1/4. So our paper is going to be 4 inches. So don't get hung up on the size. You can always just kind of figure it out from where you need it to be. And you'll see this middle section is 3 inches wide. Therefore, it's going to be 2 3/4 by 4. So isn't that just an easy way to remember it? So I'm going to go ahead and put these together. I think we'll just chat and show you some of the others. Can we get away with that today?
Yes, we can.
It is so funny because I was bringing no stamping along, and then Stampin' Up! Came out with this new bundle, and I thought, oh, I have to do that because, you know, I have to get in a card swap, and I have to. But anyway, it's so fun. So at the last minute, I threw together some colors of cardstock that I knew I'd want. I don't know how I forgot the block. How bad is this? Okay, now we can do, this is the foiled side on the other. And I also just wanted to point out, I could do just these corners. And then, or I can do all 4, because this works too. See, on this card, I don't have an inside thing there. So I think it's really fun because you can do whatever you want. Since I have these cut, I will put them on. Okay, so I'll put those on. Okay, who's making this along with me? And so this is the kind of most basic fold. And like I mentioned, then we'll just do a bunch of different things, kind of starting with this kind of a base. And now to do our part going across, I think what's cool about this, like I said, it's going to fold like this. So that is 5 1/2 inches. So your band is going to be, or your whatever is going across is going to be 5 1/2 inches. And however wide you want it to be. I think I might have put on the directions 1 1/4, but it's not going to make a bit of difference. And when we make a bunch of cards, we will put them on different amounts. So I'm going to put this on. Oh, and see, this one's going to be wider. If you notice, I did this. See, that measures wider, but hey, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to attach the ends here. So then I have my one thing along, and I have one refill. I'm trying to be really sparing. And what did I do? I dropped it.
Yes.
And they broke a bit off the end, getting out of the car. Tim was just going, I said, and I didn't pack extras, so I've got to make this one work. But now look how cool this is. When I'm going to attach this, I'm going to lay this part flat. And to see, it's going to just lay right across there. Is that just awesome? I just think these are really, really easy. Okay, good. Oh, you guys are making it with me. Yes, and these fold flat, just like that. And then I just fussy cut this. And my little happy birthday. Okay, so that's that one. Now, I guess I should cut one. Let's see. I'm going to show you my favorite one here. We'll do this one from scratch.
I need to interject something.
Okay.
These pens came with the Airbnb, right?
Yes, they did.
Oh, look at this. This is so cool.
Oh.
Crafted with love.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
And
you would think they put it for us.
I know. I think they did.
I think that's pretty fun. So do you guys stay in Airbnbs when you go? It's pretty fun. So I was going to show about this one. I'll show you the finished card after we make it, because we're going to go ahead and make it. So it's 8 inches by 4 1/4. Remember, I'm going to do 1 1/4 and 2 1/2. Flip it over. 1 1/4 and 2 1/2, because I was just going to talk about cutting here. And then I am using one of my favorite new papers. This is the New Horizons. And do you see how this is a 6 by 6 paper here? This was actually, I believe, cut off from the top. Okay. I wanted this part to be across here. So this is 4 1/4. So remember, this is going to be 4 inches. So I cut that at 4 inches. I'm going to set this part aside. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut. Now, if I want to start over at this edge, remember, it's going to be 1 inch. So I'm going to do 1 inch right there. And I'm going to let this kind of be a continuing thing. That's going to be 1 inch. My middle section is going to be 2 3/4. And then my outer one is going to be 1 inch. And I have 1 inch left over. So if I wanted to do the insides here, I would just use another sheet and continue or do something. But for now, this is what I'm doing. So that's how you're going to cut the middle. The thing that's cool about this, if you're making cards, 4 inches, if you're using 12 by 12 paper, 4 inches across, you're going to get 3 different sets. So you can make a lot of these out of one 12 by 12. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put these on. I'm going to find my, oh, here we go. Let me see. Oh, Tanya says she loves this. She'll be heading to her craft desk when we're done showing this. Her computer's in a room separate from her craft. That's good. I'm glad you will do this. And I'm having a little bit of trouble with my, okay, there we go. This backside is beautiful too. I just love these. Okay, and this is my vacation card. So I'll show you what I mean. Do you see how this is like looking out over on the horizon? So now I'm just going to show you the finished one. Okay, so I got that far. Now, of course, I'm going to use this strip to make a balcony, because then my finished card.
And you're going to like that?
Yeah, it could be either. But here, I'm going to show you the finished card. Because isn't this cool? This is like on a dock, on a boat, on a cruise ship, anywhere, looking out over the horizon, and then you're in my thoughts. Isn't that fun? This is from the In the Moment stamp set.
Because
what's that?
Because of the red wine. You're in my thoughts.
You're in my thoughts, yeah. But I just think this is, I don't know. It just is my, like, the vista. Isn't that where we just kind of dream about looking out over that? And we're going to pretend that's desert out there. There's other paper in here that could look like a desert. I guess I could have done that, just looking off the balcony. But this made me think, with Stampin' Up, we were actually supposed to be going on a cruise in May. And the trip was canceled this year. So this is my, if I'd been there, Tim,
yes.
I'm thinking about being, because I'm always dressed up like that and looking up, But I love it. And the other reason I love this is kind of like any of these can be a story card. It's like I'm talking about, like, for someone going on a cruise or just thinking of you, or on a lake. anyway, so I just think that's fun. So I'm just going to
Yes.
show you a couple more. And Julie said she's ordering more New Horizons right now. That is hilarious. Okay, I have two more. Okay, I did one. Oh, I did one here first. I did this one first, and I didn't have more stuff on. But you see, I love that New Horizons because you can just add all the little bits and pieces. But then I came up with this idea, and I thought, this is the one I love because that really fits. And then I'm just going to show two more. Oh, we're going to have a shorter one that we're gone. But know that next weekend for class, we'll just settle in like we always do and just do however we want to do. Well, it's also shorter because we don't have mail. Okay,
And
here's another fun one.
we're hoping that the place that we're staying in when you do your class has Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, I know.
If not,
If it doesn't, we'll be scrounging and finding a place. We'll have
Yes,
time
we
to do
will.
that. But how cool is this? This is that one, oh, I don't even remember what these are called, but that happy little duck there. And that may your days blossom with joy and happiness, my friend.
you know what baby duck is called?
Duckling.
Yes.
Ooh, is this quiz time? You're just trying to catch me.
I know. That was an easy one. though.
And then another, I think these are all just really fun. So here's another one with that paper, the thinking of you. And this makes me think Hawaii cruising, all that kind of stuff, to another vacation kind of card, but thinking of you. But do you see how I got now in this one, the tulips are on the bottom. So this is the bottom, and the same with the deck card. Because you could put these anywhere. They could be up top too and something hanging down. So I think it's just kind of fun because they can be in the middle like this one. These two are in the middle. Oh, these three are in the middle. And then these two are at the bottom. So right there, we're looking at a couple of differences. And I'm really excited about all the other things we're going to do with this for class. So I think this is really a fun idea. And every single one of these just folds flat, fits in your envelope. So it just kind of makes a striking little card right there.
And
Thanks
this
you guys
one-
for sharing. I
and
just
this
love
one's
that.
At the top.
Well, see, that one could be, couldn't
It
it?
could be.
It could very much with the leaves hanging down. Should have
Yeah.
done that just to show
Yeah, I
diversity,
know.
Tim.
We could have.
If I were having you make this, that's what you would do.
I would have done it upside down.
So now we have a bunch of cards. So I have actually taken this month. I have 4 lives already like this, ready to go. That's amazing. I've never done that in my life. But anyway, this one is to tie into the class next weekend, and I'm going to put a link up to that. It doesn't, and it is a weekend earlier than it usually is in the month, but it is because we won't be actually traveling. It's really hard to be traveling, and because we go live on Friday night and twice on Saturday. It's just hard to stay in a hotel that long. You just want to do that. So it's better when we're at a place. So thank you, everyone. Can you show the paper that we started with again, like this? Is this what you mean? This is 8 inches by 4 1/4. And it's just scored at 1 1/4 by 2 1/2. And I'll put these with the actual measurements on my blog. That'll go up hopefully tonight, otherwise tomorrow morning. So that is, and of course, in the Back Porch Stampers, this is what we're doing this week. We do a drawing every Wednesday for anyone who participated. We want to see your basic bridge cards. And because then you won't see, I have 1, 2, 3, I showed six different ones. And now we'll see, a whole bunch more that you guys do, which is always so fun. So thanks, guys. Let me know if you need anything. A Facebook message is a great way to reach me. And we'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Goodbye.